Hello everyone, I am here to read you a story called Don't Let Them Disappear by Chelsea Clinton. And this book teaches us about 12 endangered species across the globe. I thought it fit really well with our current study of endangered species. And I hope you learn something and enjoy it. Don't let them disappear. There are animals on every continent and in every ocean on Earth, tall ones and short ones, massive ones and smaller ones, animals with long necks and long legs, animals that are strong and not so strong. Every animal species is unique and important to life on Earth. Some are almost gone and could become extinct if we don't act now to save them. Long before the sun is up, giraffes wake early to get a head start on the day's work of walking, eating, and staying away from predators. Towers of giraffes will walk 9 miles or more every day to find all the food they need to eat. Even though they are the tallest animals on Earth with the longest necks, they use their nearly 2-foot-long tongues to reach even higher for the leaves that make up most of their diet. Every giraffe has a unique pattern of spots to help hide from predators. But giraffes don't rely solely on their spots for protection. A single giraffe kick can kill a lion. Don't let them disappear. Waking up with the sun, gorillas leave their nests to find food before they'll need to rest again as the day heats up. While gorillas mainly eat plants, they sometimes snack on small insects too. It's hard work gathering the dozens of pounds of food that adult gorillas need to consume each day. Gorilla moms carry their babies on their chests or backs, and a troop of gorillas communicates by using sounds and facial expressions similar to the way we do. In captivity, some gorillas have even been taught to use sign language. Language is not the only thing humans and gorillas share. Gorillas can also catch human diseases, even a cold, which can be deadly. Don't let them disappear. Blue whales are the largest animals the world has ever seen. Whales are mammals like us, but unlike us, blue whales have to focus on breathing, which means they can never be fully asleep. They take in oxygen from water and air, and when they breathe out, the vapor can soar up to 30 feet high, making them visible, including to the whalers, who almost hunted them to extinction 50 years ago. They tend not to travel in big pods, preferring to swim alone or in pairs. That doesn't mean they're not in touch, though. Blue whales communicate with one another up to 1,000 miles away, at a frequency too low for humans to hear, and in a language scientists are still working to understand. But scientists can sense their heartbeats from up to 20 miles away. Don't let them disappear. By the time the sun comes up, rhinoceroses have long been grazing. Sleeping only during the hottest periods of the day, rhinos spend most of their time eating or rolling in mud to stay cool. The mud also acts as sunscreen and shields rhinos' skin from bugs. While rhinos spend little time together in a crash or a group, they are often found in the company of oxpeckers, which are birds that sit on rhinos' backs eating bugs. Oxpeckers also warn rhinos if danger is approaching. That's particularly helpful to rhinos because their eyesight isn't very good, though their senses of smell and hearing are strong. Rhinos have very thick skin, and their horns are made from keratin, just like our fingernails and hair. Don't let them disappear. Although giant pandas spend most of their time alone, in the afternoon you might find an embarrassment of giant pandas eating lots of bamboo together. They need to eat so much bamboo, more than 25 pounds a day, because it's not very nutritious. Unlike other bears, giant pandas do not hibernate or roar, but they do squeak and growl and use scents to communicate with one another. While they're born pink, the distinctive black and white fur they later grow is a form of camouflage, helping giant pandas blend in with shadows in their native bamboo forests. They rarely need the camouflage, though, since they have very few animal predators. Don't let them disappear. Whale sharks are the biggest fish in the world and may be one of the few animals who never sleep, no matter what time of day or night it is. From the moment they're born, whale sharks never stop swimming. Alive when dinosaurs roamed the earth, sharks have been around for hundreds of millions of years. They don't have a single bone in their bodies. Whale shark skeletons are made up of cartilage, the same substance that's in our noses and ears. No matter where they are, shivers of whale sharks can sense a drop of blood if it's in the water nearby, though they mainly eat plankton. Don't let them disappear. In the Arctic, for much of the year, day and night do not have the same meaning they do in other places on Earth. In the summer, it's light for nearly 24 hours a day. In the winter, it's dark all day. Celebrations of polar bears sleep when seals, their main food, are sleeping. Most of their seal hunting takes place underwater. To withstand below freezing temperatures above and below water, polar bears have 2 layers of fur. Their fur gives them their whitish coloring. Their skin is black. Polar bears have good eyesight to help distinguish different shades of white on the ice and can smell seals up to 20 miles away. Don't let them disappear. As the sun begins to set, lionesses head out to hunt antelopes, buffalo, wildebeest, zebra, and giraffes to feed their pride. But they don't hunt all day. Lionesses can sleep for more than 15 hours each day. Male lions sleep even longer, up to 20 hours a day, even though they rarely hunt. Both lions and lionesses will fight to protect their pride. A male lion's mane provides extra protection and also shows how old a lion is. The darker the mane, the older the lion. Lions and lionesses communicate with one another in many ways, including by roaring. A lion's roar can be heard from 5 miles away, helping members of their pride who might have wandered off to find their way back, or helping hunters find them. Even though they're called the king of the jungle, they're still not safe from harm. Don't let them disappear. A romp of sea otters settles down to sleep by lying on their backs and wrapping themselves in kelp so they don't have to worry about floating out to sea. If there's no kelp nearby, and sometimes even if there is, otters will join together making a raft for stability and security. Sea otters use rocks to crack open the clams and other shellfish they like to eat. If a sea otter finds a particularly useful rock, it will travel with it and use it over and over again. After every meal, sea otters wash their paws and fur. No easy task, given that they have more hair on a small patch of skin than we have on our heads. Don't let them disappear. the sun sets, orangutans prepare nests in the trees, sometimes building roofs to cover the mattresses they have woven out of branches and leaves. Like us, orangutans prefer to sleep in protected spaces. Unlike us, their arms are longer than their bodies to help them navigate from branch to branch, tree to tree. Orangutans tend to spend more time on their own than in groups, and much of that time is spent climbing, sitting and swinging high above the ground. When a congress of orangutans is together, they communicate with sounds, facial expressions, and gestures, like we do. Their similarities to us are reflected in their name. Orangutan means person of the forest in Malay, the language spoken in orangutans' native Malaysia. Don't let them disappear. When night has fallen, tigers wake up to hunt. Their night vision is up to 6 times more powerful than ours is. As the biggest cats on earth, tigers need a lot of meat to stay healthy and strong. They hunt mainly for deer, wild pigs, antelope, and water buffalo. Tigers are good athletes and can jump more than 15 feet in 1 pounce and run more than 40 miles per hour over short distances. Unlike most other cats, they love water and can swim more than 3 miles at a time. Generally, solitary animals, tiger moms and cubs together form a streak, each with their own distinct pattern of brown, black, or gray stripes. Don't let them disappear. Late at night, elephant herds are fast asleep, enjoying their second sleep of the day. The first comes when the sun is high and hot. The largest animals on land, elephants, have trunks that can weigh 400 pounds and can be more than 6 feet long. Elephants use their trunks to sense an object's size, shape, and temperature, and they use them like a snorkel when swimming. All elephants have trunks, but not all elephants have tusks, the very long teeth that help them find food and water. Elephants have a range of emotions like we do, including love, compassion, and grief. They even cry over their lost loved ones years after they're gone. Don't let them disappear. Let's make a pledge as fellow inhabitants of planet Earth that we won't let any of these species disappear. The end. Thanks, friends.